joining me, and I want to give you a walkthrough of what it's going to look like when you show up to church on Sunday, so that this is not a surprise for you. And so I'm going to pretend that I just arrived for church and kind of walk you through each of the processes. And so to start off with, the very first thing you're going to notice when you come in the yard is somebody here to direct you as far as parking. Now, Mark's kind of filling in with us for this right now, but one of the things that you'll notice is that this entire front area is going to be completely cleaned out of cars. Now, I won't be parked here on Sunday because we want to keep this specifically for those who are unable to walk and have a harder time walking. But each of the cars have to be spread out about 6 feet or so. That's part of the rules that we have to follow. And so Mark is going to be here, or somebody is going to be here to be able to spread you out and make sure that you're at least 6 feet apart and to wish you a good morning and all that kind of stuff. But let's go inside and I'll show you registration. All right, so come right here for registration. All you have to do is step inside of these doors and you will get into this lady right here, and she is going to ask you a few questions. Now, these are questions that we have to ask, and so just to kind of prepare you for what questions you're gonna hear, she's gonna let you know, but we're also gonna have these posted on the door for you. So go ahead.
What's your name? Are you sick or have any symptoms of COVID-19? Have you traveled outside the Atlantic Canada bubble in the last 14 days? Are you in close contact with a confirmed case of COVID-19? Are you waiting for results of a COVID-19 test?
No.
Okay, you can go in.
All right, so what's gonna happen is if your answer to that is yes to any of those, we're going to encourage you to kind of stay home, to take us in online, to join us maybe next week. But for right now, we're going to ask that you don't kind of show up because we can't allow you into the building if your answer to any of those questions is yes. So we just want to prepare you for that ahead of time. And then once you're registered, you just step in through these doors and you will be greeted with somebody else. Now, in this particular case, it's going to be Grace. Now, Monica's filling in for her right now. But she's going to give you some instructions on masks. I know that those are one of those things that are on the edge of people's minds, as well as our offering plates. And just to kind of give you the in on what we're doing with masks, it was decided as part of this plan, in case you didn't get a chance to read through it, that you are not required to wear a mask, but we are strongly encouraging people to do it. Now, part of this whole deal is this, and here's the catch in the midst of this. If you want to sing, we're going to be doing singing during our services. It is recommended that you be at least 12 feet apart. Now, we can't be 12 feet apart except for the people on the stage. And so if you want to sing, we are encouraging you to bring a mask with you, or there will be masks available for you to be able to sing with us. If you just want to hum or enjoy the music quietly, then you don't have to wear a mask. But if you are going to sing, then we are going to have to ask you to wear a mask. So just want to make you aware of that up front before you come in. You speak to Grace, or in this case, Monica, what's going to happen is that she is going to pass you off to an usher. And actually, she is going to be ushering on Sunday as well as Mark. And what they're going to do is they're going to bring you into the sanctuary. Now, one of the very first things that you're going to notice if you've been to our church before is that our church looks very differently. Very different. That's the proper word in that. And you can see we're still putting up the TV and all that right at the moment. But one of the things that you'll notice is that the chairs are very much spread out. The reason why is because we have to have at least 6 feet between the chairs. One of the things that will help when you come to register is if you take some time to talk to some of the people that you normally come to church with that are part of your bubble. That should be a familiar word to you by now. And come with them. Come register with them as well, and then come in and we can seat you with them as well. And that will help to be able to pack as many people in here as we can and still keep it the 6 foot distance. And so there's some chairs here for 2. but there's also some chairs for 4. We've got chairs, we can seat up to 10, right? You can have up to 10 in your bubble. And so that's something to be aware of as well. And then the final thing that I want to let you know about is this. We also have a cleaning crew that's going to be on before the service, during the service, and after the service, specifically trying to make sure that any touch surfaces are sanitized and all that kind of thing, so that we make sure that this is a safe place for you to attend. One of the specific places that we're going to be cleaning on a regular basis is the bathrooms. And there's also going to be a shelf in there with some cleaning supplies on it, so that if you feel like you want to make sure that it's a clean area for you, you can certainly clean whatever you want in there as well in between times of them going in. There's also going to be waiting places as you're going into the bathroom and out on the ramp, just in case there's a lineup of people, so that you kind of keep your space from everybody else as well. I guess the only other thing that I think I forgot to tell you was that on the way in and on the way out, we are also going to have hand sanitizer here for you, just again to make sure that everybody's safe. And of course, if you want to bring your own for any of that stuff, we would encourage you to do that as well. So, hey, thanks for joining us, and I hope this was helpful for you. We are looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.